Alrighty, you're listening to WETL 91.7 FM, the Mix, South Bend. My name is Caspian, and I'll be chilling with you all for the next half hour. Coming up on today's show, I got a local rapper in the house today. We're going to talk to him about what he's doing, how he's going, you know.
Hey, Patrick G, that's the name.
Patrick G. Patrick G. Mason's in the house. Hey. We'll also be talking about the recent controversy that Nike's involved in, and I'm sure we've all heard about that by now. So we'll be touching on that. Before we get you into the next song, we're going to take a look at your local weather. It's 67 outside right now. Looking like it's going to rain a little bit later, maybe. We got some precipitation at 15%. I don't know. That's a maybe on that. We don't know yet. We'll keep you updated on that. Next up, I got Beastie Boys, Fight for Your Right to Party, right here on WETL 91.7 FM, The Mix, South Bend.
Yeah!
California Love on WETL 91.7 FM, The Mix, South Bend. My name is Caspian. Thanks for joining me. Patrick G's in the house.
Hey, that's me. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, so Patrick, how long you been rapping for around here?
I've been rapping on the internet for around like a year now. A solid year.
A solid year, hey.
Yeah, but it's been I've been rapping for my whole life. Ever since I lived in the streets of Philadelphia. Yeah, I've been
West Philadelphia, born and raised.
Of course. I saw I was walking to school one day and I seen this person talking to himself and I was like, what is he saying? What is he saying to himself? So I ran up behind him and I followed him to hear what he was saying and he was actually spitting some verses, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, that's some amazing stuff, you feel me? So I want to.
You kind of just felt inspired. That was kind of like your sign, I guess I would say.
I always had a passion for music.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I feel you.
My mother's in the choir at church, so growing up and seeing her express her passion for music through Christ Jesus was something really amazing. So I started picking up a pen and pad, really looking at Shakespearean form, writing poems, and then putting it to beats. So
you really delve deep into looking at poetry, old school, all the way back to old centuries ago.
Oh yeah, you have to study your the history of it, you know.
Right. Yeah. And I mean, I feel you on that. I mean, I've only been writing songs now for the past 2 years now, and recording my own for the past year. So we've been recording for about the same amount of time, but for me, when it comes to music, I'm more instrumental. I don't really focus much on lyrics. I focus more on instrumentals, because I play guitar. I'm not a rapper. I can't rap.
Besides a rapper, I focus on instrumentals too. You know, all musicians have to get some musical talent in their life. You know.
Yeah. You can't just throw a bunch of beats together and rap over it. I mean, without having some basic idea of music theory.
Honestly, in my school, I played for the Riley High School band. I played trombone. And at my church, I play piano and guitar.
So you definitely are well versed in the music scene around South Bend.
Oh yeah. Hey, ask about me, baby. Ask about Patrick G.
Ask about Patrick G.
Yeah.
Everyone listening out there at home, in your cars, at work, or whatever, ask around. Ask about Patrick G. We're gonna go ahead, keep the music rolling. We're gonna stick with Patrick G here.
You can catch my music on SoundCloud for right now. Until it comes to different platforms such as Spotify and YouTube. On SoundCloud, you would have to search in Patrick G. Mason. That's Patrick G. Mayson. Mason with the Y.
All right. So check him out. Check him out. That being said, we're going to go ahead, keep the music rolling on WETL. Keeping with the California theme, Californication, Red Hot Chili Peppers coming at you right now. Dreaming of Californication right here on WETL 91.7 FM, The Mix, South Bend. We still hanging out with Patrick G.
Hey, Patrick G, baby.
So, before Californication, excuse me, tripping over my words. Shouldn't be doing that. We're live, man. I got to smack myself.
We had a great jam out session when the song was playing, so we can't really blame you, you know.
I mean, yeah, I kind of got distracted. We were singing along here in the studio.
You know, music is energy.
But, Patrick, we were talking about your backstory before Californication. Let's talk about what you're doing currently, you know.
What I'm doing currently? Well, I'm working on an investment called Amazing Outcast. We're starting out as nonprofit just to help society, clothe people without any clothing.
Oh yeah, that's definitely definitely good cause.
Making care packages, walking up through the community, preaching about Christ Jesus to people, trying to get people to come to church more. What I'm also doing for myself personally is producing music. I make my beats, like the last song called "Telling Me Lies," Tell the Truth, which is on SoundCloud, Patrick G. Mason. I made the beat. I talked about how people should tell the truth, how lies spread and hurt people's lifestyles and relationships,
Oh, yeah, I know all about that personally and from other people.
Yeah, teardrops.
Believe me. Yeah, teardrops. We all got. I think anyone who's gone through life and been hurt, it's usually because of lies.
Yeah, honestly.
But I mean, lies do honestly hurt. And
lies and hate. You know what? Yeah.
Lies with hate, especially if it's based in hate, anger, time to start coming together, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of hate in the world, especially in the entertainment industry and the goods industry.
Oh yeah, definitely coming up after this next song, "Separate Lives" by Phil Collins and Marilyn Martin. We're going to discuss Colin Kaepernick and his controversial advertisement with Nike and what's going on. It's been a week since the ad hit the air, and we'll talk about what's been going on. A lot of the craziness has been going on. But that being said, you're listening to WETL 91.7 FM, the Mix South Bend. Coming up, "Separate Lives."
The Mix South Bend.
You call me from the room in your hotel.
Separate Lives on WETL 91.7 FM, the Mix South Bend. We still hanging out with Patrick G here in the studio.
Hi, how are you?
Doing the impressions now, huh?
Of course. I could be an actor,
Oh, yeah, definitely, But speaking of entertainment, not really entertainment, more sports related.
Same thing.
Same difference. I mean, it's all televised, I guess you could say. But Colin Kaepernick and Nike. Oh, boy. What a controversy this has been in the past week.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts and opinions on all this?
I support Colin Kaepernick, and let me tell you why, though. There's always sides to this.
There's both sides. Everyone's got their own side.
People don't usually tell you why, though. In the event of Colin Kaepernick standing for what's right and standing for a cause, it's much better than succumbing and folding to what people want you to fold to.
Right.
So in the event
be you.
Yeah. So he stopped playing football for the Niners, right?
Yeah.
So he's still trying to make a living. He's still trying to work on himself and better himself.
Right.
So he got to deal with Nike. Great, happy parade. So another man's success.
Definitely. He's definitely getting top dollar for this.
Big bank. Why would somebody hate on another man's success?
I mean,
sheesh.
People will find anything to hate on. Going back to what we were saying.
True. True.
Anything to take their minds off of what's going on in their life. I guess they're going to start complaining about what this football player is doing, kneeling for the national anthem. Yeah. And I mean, that's been going on for 2 years now. He's been, because now I think he's not even signed to any team right now because of this. He's on the Nike deal. I think that's the only employment he's on right now. But
he's receiving publicity.
Exactly. This whole thing from Nike, it's been a big publicity stunt. Mind you, a controversial publicity stunt, but definitely a publicity stunt.
I honestly agree. I would say that people need to look at every aspect of a situation and then make a conscious decision.
Right, exactly. Not just be set in your little box, But moving on, athletes like LeBron James and Serena Williams are coming to the defense of Kaepernick.
Oh, wow.
A lot of people out there are hating on Kaepernick.
Yeah.
Trump himself, he is even calling him out on Twitter, of course. He's always on Twitter.
Of course, Mr. President.
Yeah, Trump called Colin Kaepernick Nike ad terrible, but he also agreed with Nike to exercise their First Amendment rights. So, I mean, he's disagreeing, but at least he's aware that they're exercising their First Amendment.
So you can't hate another person for exercising their rights.
I mean, I may not agree with the Trumpster fully, but, True. He's still the man in charge, like it or not, unfortunately. Fortunately or unfortunately, depending on how you look at it.
Depending how you look on it. I mean, I think for the business aspect, let's not talk too much politics, but
in terms of business, definitely. Good
Trump is doing great. Yeah, doing great for the country. It's
all he's getting out there, he's getting publicity.
Yeah. But when it comes to ethnics, not everybody really understands culture.
But I mean,
politics.
But Serena Williams has also come to the aid of Kaepernick. Apparently, they have a history. Kaepernick and Eric Reed, another former 49er, protested alongside Kaepernick and isn't signed by an NFL team. They appeared at a U.S. Open match against her sister Venus Williams on Friday. So wait, Eric Reed, is he the tennis? Because I'm reading this off of CBS Sports. But,
you busted your secret out, man.
Oh, no.
They're on to us.
They're on to us. But
the jig is up.
But yeah, Serena Williams is supporting the Kaepernick Nike ad alongside LeBron James, who also has a lifetime deal with Nike. I think Kaepernick signed a 6-year deal with Nike.
Sheesh.
So we're definitely going to be seeing Kaepernick around in Nike.
Sticking around.
As long as that contract doesn't fall under violation, just get thrown out the window within the 6 years. But we'll worry about that when it comes.
We'll
down
take
to
a knee then.
All right.
We'll take a knee that time. All right.
Yeah, we'll definitely take a knee.
Sheesh.
Coming up, sticking with the California theme we had earlier, I'm gonna play some Danny California, Red Hot Chili Peppers coming at you right now.